Hey YouTube, this is a video showing you the Real Techniques brush cleaning palette or brush cleansing palette. What I am going to do is I have a few of my brushes that I have still not cleaned. I saved them for this video and I wanted to compare cleaning my brushes with the palette and the cleanser that comes in it and cleaning it with my regular cleanser and the palette. I can say that I have used it with my regular brush cleaner, which is the Zote soap, which is like 85 cents from Walmart for a huge bar, and I really like it. But what I also want to do is see how the actual brush cleaning gel works with this palette. So that is what the packaging looks like. This is what the actual brush cleansing palette looks like, and I have it on my hand here. And this is, and now I can throw this package away. They give you 2 samples of the brush cleaning gel, just a free trial that came with the palette. So we are going to try that. I'm going to show you what I normally use, and I keep it in this lock and lock container because it fits it perfectly. But it is the Zote. Actually, it's a laundry soap, and you can see I put a big dent in it, but it is a laundry soap and it works perfectly for cleaning my brushes. So I'm going to show you how it works with that as well. So I have a couple of foundation brushes. One of them is this Eve Pearl double-ended foundation brush. Looks like a foundation and concealer brush rather. And what I am going to do, and let's follow the directions on the back of here. So what I am going to do is take this brush. It says slip hand into the palette, squeeze a dime-sized amount of our brush cleansing gel onto the tool, add warm water to the palette, swirl brush into the gel and water across the various surfaces until the brush is clean. Rinse bristles thoroughly, being careful not to immerse the base of the bristles. Squeeze out the excess water and then rest your brushes like you normally do to dry them. So what I am going to do, like they said, is this is the palette, and let me open one of these. I don't even really know what a dime-sized amount is, but this is the palette, and I am going to assume that that is a dime-sized amount. I don't know. I'm going to clean this in, so I'm going to turn, well, they said, let's see, let me get my water warm first. I'm going to put some water in. I'll pour some out like they said, and I am just going to swirl my brush in there, and I can see the foundation coming out. And I forgot to tell you, the large bumps on here are for large brushes. This is for medium brushes. This is for eye brushes. But with my large brushes, I usually just sort of switch it between the large and medium surfaces. So I also rinse while I'm doing this as well. And we got a little bit, but I don't think I touched that surface. But for the most part, there's still soap in there. Let's see if I can get that other surface clean since I still have a little bit of soap. I think for the most part I am impressed with this. We're going to try one of the other end, which is a little bit more caked on with like a liquid or a cream foundation. But you can see that my soap in here is now white, which to me means my brush is clean. I had a lot of soap left in there, didn't I? Alright, so that pretty much is a clean brush to me. So I'm going to try it one more time. I still have some water in there, so I'm going to put another dime-sized amount right here at the end, and we are going to do this part that's caked with makeup, and we'll see. And you can see all of the makeup coming out of there. I have seen some people do, and we'll do it on the middle part because this is what I consider like a medium-sized brush. Do videos using this cleanser with this palette, and they didn't like it. For some reason their brushes didn't come clean. I am not having that same situation. I don't know how they did it, if they used cold water or how they did it, but to me it seems like a pretty good cleansing gel. And let's rinse it. Ew, there was a lot of foundation in there. Now with this one, it did a, ooh, and I got soap on my, it did a pretty good job of cleaning, but it did leave some of the foundation right there. I don't know if that could have possibly been user error. So what I'm going to do is put a little water there and sort of clean it on the side there. So as you can see, for the most part, my soap is white. The suds are white, which to me means that my brush is basically clean. And let's see what happens here. And I am using like warm water from the sink. And that's that. I consider this a clean brush, even though I do still see a little bit right here on the side. That is basically a clean brush. I am going to lay that there. I am going to use one of my Real Techniques brushes this time. This is the blush brush. So I expect this to be excellent with a Real Techniques brush. And fluffy brushes don't seem to be as hard to clean as like my foundation brushes. It smells really nice and fresh too. I put too much soap in here though, that's for sure. And that is my clean brush. And I'm going to try using my regular soap, and I'll show you how I do it. So this is a foundation brush as well. This is the e.l.f. blending brush, which I use for foundation, and I just swirl it in my soap here. And I think I've done a video. Maybe that was from my party. I did a video. And I put a little bit of soap here, water there, and then I go to town. And this soap smells nice and fresh. It's 85 cents. It does not damage my brushes at all. It makes them feel nice and soft and nice and clean. So I think that this is going to be my brush cleaner of choice, although I do like the Real Techniques brush cleaning gel. And voila, you can see how nice and clean, well, I'll show you in a second how nice and clean my brush is. And you can see, even though I have terrible lighting, how nice and clean my brush is. That is it, you all. I am going to go ahead and just clean the rest of my brushes. I just wanted to come and show you how this little thing works. I actually really like it. It's super convenient. It doesn't slide. Okay, so my memory card got full. I am not quite sure where I stopped at, but I really like this little brush cleansing palette. I really think that the brush cleansing gel is pretty good as well, although I will stick with my brush cleanser at least until it's gone, and I have 2 of them and those things last forever. But this does a really good job. Nice and secure on the hand. You don't have to worry about water getting down into a glove or about that suction cup stuff with the other mitts, the other cleaning pad. And it is a fraction of the cost, so I think this is a good investment for your brushes, for caring for your brushes. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.